Welcome to 5-Minute Bedtime Stories, brought to you by TaleBot, your child's AI storyteller. Want to create a bedtime story for your child? Visit talebotai.com/create. Now, let's sit back and enjoy the story.
Kailani and the Enchanted Garden, a nighttime adventure. A special bedtime story for Kailani. Once upon a time, in a little house nestled at the edge of a forest, lived a sweet little girl named Kailani. Kailani had curly brown hair that danced in the wind, and big brown eyes that twinkled like the stars in the sky. She was a curious and imaginative 3-year-old, always eager to explore the wonders of the world. Every night, Kailani's parents would tuck her into bed and read her a bedtime story. They would choose a story from their favorite book, 5-Minute Stories, over 50 tales and fables, a treasure trove of enchanting tales and magical adventures. Tonight, something extraordinary was about to happen. As Kailani's parents read her a story about a beautiful garden, Kailani's eyes grew heavy, and she drifted off to sleep. In her dreams, Kailani found herself standing in the middle of a magical garden filled with vibrant flowers, towering trees, and friendly animals. The air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming roses, and soft grass tickled her bare feet. The garden was bathed in the soft glow of moonlight, creating a magical atmosphere. As Kailani explored the garden, she came across a mischievous rabbit named Oliver. Oliver had a fluffy white tail and hopped around with boundless energy. He hopped up to Kailani and said, "Hello, little friend. Are you ready for an adventure?" Kailani's eyes sparkled with excitement, and she nodded eagerly. Oliver led her through the garden, showing her hidden paths and secret nooks. They met a wise old owl who shared stories of faraway lands, a playful squirrel who taught them how to climb trees, and a graceful butterfly who danced around them, leaving trails of sparkling dust. Deep within the garden, they came across a magnificent tree with branches that reached towards the sky. The tree had a magical secret: it could grant wishes. Kailani's heart leaped with joy as Oliver whispered, "Make a wish, Kailani. Anything your heart desires." Closing her eyes, Kailani made her wish. She wished for all the animals in the garden to be safe and happy, for the flowers to bloom forever, and for the garden to be a place where children could always find joy and wonder. As she opened her eyes, she saw the garden sparkle with newfound magic. The flowers shimmered with vibrant colors, and the animals danced with delight. But just as they were about to leave the garden, they heard a soft cry coming from the bushes. Kailani and Oliver hurried to investigate and discovered a tiny bird with a broken wing. The bird's name was Melody, and she had lost her way. Kailani gently cradled Melody in her hands and whispered words of comfort. With the help of the magical garden, Melody's wing healed, and she soared into the night sky, singing the sweetest melody. As Kailani and Oliver bid farewell to the enchanted garden, the moon smiled down on them. Kailani knew it was time to return home, but the memories of the garden would forever remain in her heart. When Kailani woke up the next morning, she couldn't help but smile, knowing that the magical garden would always be there, waiting for her in her dreams. She hugged her parents tightly, grateful for the beautiful adventures she had experienced. From that day forward, Kailani cherished every story her parents read to her from 5-Minute Stories, over 50 tales and fables. She knew that within the pages of the book lay endless possibilities and magical worlds waiting to be explored. And so, as the stars twinkled in the night sky, Kailani closed her eyes, imagining herself back in the enchanted garden, where dreams come alive and wishes come true. In that magical place, she knew that anything was possible. The end.
Thank you for joining us on this enchanting journey. If you enjoyed tonight's story, remember, the magic doesn't have to end here. Craft your own adventure with TaleBot by visiting talebotai.com/create. And as a special treat, use the coupon code TALE99 at checkout to get your bedtime story for just 99 cents, instead of the usual $2.99. Sweet dreams, and until our next tale.